Yo, what's good guys, Peter here. We are back with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day as always. Finally guys, I'm dropping my player build. I had to wait just a little bit so I could get the perfect one because I don't know why, but 2K just it doesn't show the attributes when you're making your player. You can only make one player on the prelude, which really doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe one player at a time, but you should be able to delete one and make a new one. I mean, at least that's what I think. So it took me 3 tries to get literally the perfect player build, because when you're building a guard, you want to be literally as tall as possible with still maintaining a good ball control. So I finally found the perfect combination of that. Of course, this is the best guard build, best point guard build in NBA 2K19. If you think you're playing guard this year, if you're thinking about it, definitely make this build. Anyway, if you haven't already, make sure you guys drop a like on this video. Let's try to get 500 likes on this video. If we do, I'm gonna drop one of the best center builds that you definitely want to use. Obviously, everybody can't be a guard, so make sure you guys drop a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on notifications, man. We're on that 80K grinding, on that double upload grind, and you're not gonna want to miss any more 2K19 content, especially throughout the year. Anyway, let's get right into the build. Alright guys, so we're right into the build. This video is going to be a little bit different. There's no face cam in this part because this part's actually pre-recorded. I had this on stream and I was recording it while I was doing it, but I didn't know if this was actually going to be the best one. I had to test it, and since you have to only make one player, I didn't actually know if I was going to end up using this, but turned out to be the best build, so obviously that's why I'm putting it in this video. You see, this is also going to be my personal player. I'm going to be using this player all year. Definitely going to be my main player. So you guys already know, man, we got the PeterMc from Michigan, number 3. Handiness, right? I wanted to point this out. Making a left-handed player does not make you any better. Just go with whatever feels better for you. Like, I'm right-handed in real life, so obviously everything's going to work similar to how I would in real life, and it's a lot easier. Position, I chose point guard. I chose this with no hesitation, but you can also make a 2-guard or a small forward. You guys are going to see this on the screen right now. These are the comparisons of the badges that you get on this player between the point guard and the 2-guard, and then the point guard and the small forward. You can see first tier point guard versus the 2-guard. You get a couple more badges. You get, I think, 1 or 2 more badges, like a tier up, but all like the gold badges are going to be the same pretty much. Here's point guard versus small forward right here. Pretty much the same kind of thing. You get a couple more badges. Now, the reason I went with point guard is obviously for positioning purposes. If I'm playing 2s, obviously, if I'm playing with like a power forward or center, it's always going to put me at point guard, which is what I want. But if I'm playing 3s with maybe another point guard and I'm a 2-guard or I'm a small forward, then it's not going to put me at that one spot, which is where I want to be. Same with rec, same with pro-am. I don't know how much I'm going to be playing those, but I just wanted to point that out. You really want to consider how important it is for you to be a certain position, or how important it is for you to get a couple bronze or silver badges. Either way, this still obviously is the best guard build. I just wanted to give you guys sort of an option because it really just comes down to what works for you. Now, of course, we get into the most important part, the archetype. What is the best archetype for a guard in this game? What's the best all around, which you can do pretty much everything, and that would be the sharpshooting playmaker. Now let me explain to you guys why the sharpshooting playmaker is the best guard build for this game. If I was making the best shot creator build, obviously it wouldn't take me so long, but there are so many options for a guard build. I feel like I should explain to you guys why it really is the best. So what you're doing at guard is you're creating the offense for the team. If you play 2K18, you know exactly why this is. It doesn't come down to the little attributes that they changed or little badges that they changed. It comes down to the pure functionality of the player. What are you going to be doing with this build? For example, if I made a slasher, what am I going to be doing with that build? I'm not going to be shooting 3s. I'm going to be literally, especially a pure slasher, I'm not going to be dribbling a lot. I'm just going to be taking layups and dunks. You know what I mean? So people could be like, oh, well, they gave them more Hall of Fame badges, or the attributes are a little bit better. At the end of the day, it comes out to what the functionality of the player is. A lot of people fall for that, attribute thing, or you guys know what I mean. The pure functionality of a sharpshooting playmaker is you're a playmaker. One, you can dribble really fast. You can dribble very well. You can get past people. You can cook people. Basically, you're a true point guard at that point. If you're isoing, this is definitely the best. And then the whole point of the sharpshooting, obviously, if you make a pure playmaker, people are going to sag on you. People are not going to guard you because simply you're going to have terrible shooting attributes, terrible shooting badges, and you're just not going to be able to shoot. the point of the 3-point shot is because it forces people to play up on you. You know, you have that 3-point threat to where if people are playing up on you, it's a lot easier to get past them. It's that simple, you know what I mean? And you want a player that can shoot, especially at the point guard position. That's why this is the best guard build. And when you guys see me play with this dude on stream, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. You just have to trust me on this. Alright, so now that we've established what the best archetype is, we've got to get into all the building part of your player, like what he's going to be in terms of height, weight, and wingspan. This is really important. You know, you can make the best archetype, but if you don't put the right height, if you don't put the right wingspan, it could definitely ruin the player. So your height is going to be 6'5", and the reason you're going to put 6'5" is because it is literally, like I said, the tallest you can go with still being able to dribble, still having that decent ball control. You can actually get up to 90 ball control on this player. I'm going to be showing that when I show you guys the attributes. Let's get into the weight. You definitely want to put this all the way down. The only thing you're sacrificing is contact dunk, strength, and box out. Like, those are things for like big men. You know, you're a sharpshooting playmaker. You don't have to be super big, and you're adding a lot of speed, acceleration, all of that stuff to your player just to make him even faster for a guard. Wingspan. Now this part is, I don't want to say what I messed up because I literally was just guessing, but this is the only thing I changed. You know, I only had one chance, so I had to just be like, is this wingspan gonna give me the right ball control? I don't know. Yes, wingspan affects ball control this year, but yeah, this is the only thing I changed. I had the height and weight the same every time. The only thing I changed is the wingspan. You know, I started off with max, then put it to no change, and then put it all the way down. Now let me explain to you guys how wingspan works this year, because it's a lot different than last year. Basically, you could make your wingspan way too big. I don't know why they decided to make it so big, but you can literally make your wingspan over a foot taller than the height. You know, if you make a 7'3" center, you can make an 8'4" wingspan, which is borderline unrealistic. Like, I can maybe name 1 or 2 NBA players that literally have a wingspan a foot longer than their height. Also, you guys should probably know that if you leave your wingspan alone, which means you don't change it, it's equivalent to having a max wingspan from last year. But on this particular build, you're going to bring your wingspan all the way down, just because what you're going to be doing with this build will have so many more benefits just by having it all the way down. It's actually not even that short. Like, having your wingspan all the way down this year, with all the boosted wingspan stuff, it's still like 2 or 3 inches taller than your height. Like, that's still a decent wingspan. I think that's actually larger than most people have compared to their height. They really limited your player this year, and the 2 main attributes that they lower when you increase your wingspan is your 3-point and mid-range attributes and your ball control. And that's literally the point of this player, you know, a sharpshooting playmaker. So I would make the wingspan go all the way down. If you want to make it like max or even normal, you're gonna have to bring him down to like a really small guard, like 6'2", maybe 6'3", like 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". I don't know exactly how much, but you're gonna have to make him really, really short, and you're just gonna end up getting bodied. 2K changed a lot this year. You know, I think this is going to be the first year that we see a lot of power forwards being very good, especially competitively. And in terms of the wingspan, there are going to be some particular builds that actually benefit the most from having the minimum wingspan, especially considering that a max wingspan this year is way taller than it's ever been. So like I said, that is the best point guard build, or best guard build in NBA 2K19. This is going to be my personal player, going to make one on Xbox and PS4. Standing layup 79, driving layup 76, shot close 79, so pretty good there. Dunks are in like the 40s or 50s. You don't really need to be dunking that much. Now your mid-range and 3-pointer, this is important. So your mid-range is going to automatically start out at a 78. Now look how many like things you can see the end of where all the attributes are filled, and that white bar, that's how much you can upgrade. So like, it looks like you can get into the mid 80s, maybe even high 80s. Your 3-point also a 78, but like I said, that's obviously going to go up higher. But you guys can see that this build has an 85 ball control off the bat, like without even playing at all. Now let's talk about ball control. This is probably the most important attribute. A lot of people are saying 86 ball control is what you need to speed boost, and I actually have conflicting evidence for that. A lot of people pull up this tweet from the 2K dev Zach. He's saying that you need 86 ball control to buy animations. That's different from actually speed boosting, because last year you could buy elite animations at 90 ball control, but you could speed boost obviously before 90. So just because that tweet says 86 for animations doesn't necessarily mean that you need an 86 to do like speed boosting momentum. Also, I have conflicting evidence from a pretty reliable source. He said he made a build with an 85 ball control, upgraded him in the prelude, and here's a clip of him doing momentum. Either way, that's a win-win situation for this build though, because his ball control is going to end up at a 90, which is really high. And also, even if the 85 ball control thing wasn't true, which I would be surprised if it wasn't because I got a pretty direct source, even if it wasn't true, you're still gonna get it really early because you're probably gonna play a little bit of My Career anyway to unlock your badges, or when you're playing Park originally, you're gonna unlock your badges and you're gonna get XP, which is gonna give you more attribute upgrades. Eventually, you only need one little bar to get up to 86. If it's really that big of a difference, like, you're gonna get it really early anyway. And if you go any lower than 6'5", then you're getting to like some really short point guard build, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. And if you go over 6'5", whether it is 85 or 86, either way, you're gonna have to spend a lot more time in My Career grinding him basically so he can speed boost. Anyway, passing stats, you actually get up like 83, pass vision, pass accuracy, that's pretty good. Post offense, I don't think you're ever going to be using that, so those stats don't really matter. Rebounding doesn't matter too much either because you are a point guard, but you actually get up to a 68, which I'm actually surprised because you got to think you still have 2 more bars after that, so you're going to get into the 70s with the rebounding on this build. Steal is 66, blocks, you know, 40s and 50s, not too, it doesn't really matter. Vertical, you're gonna get up to a 68 off the bat, and you have a lot more upgrades that you're gonna get on that. Lateral quickness is gonna be 75. Speed, you're gonna actually get at 83. Acceleration all the way up to 81. Pretty much close to the speed anyway. Strength doesn't matter too much, you're gonna get that at 51. And look at the stamina on this build, you're gonna get a 96. And keep in mind, all of these you're gonna get like at least 3 more attributes too. I'm gonna say probably at least 5 for most of them, except stamina obviously, because you can only go up to 99. But you can see you have 3 more things that you can upgrade there. That's gonna go up to a 99. Also, you guys can see it costs almost exactly 190,000 VC to max out a player, so just wanted to show you guys that. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this helped you guys. Also, sorry if the video is kind of short. I mean, I can't talk about like one player build for that long, so just a nice short video, but I wanted to just get straight to the point, show you guys the best player build, show you guys why it is the best player build. Of course, I'm going to be dropping some more builds soon, so stay tuned for that. But that's it for the video. Again, make sure you guys drop a like down below. As always, we're trying to hit 500 likes on this video, and if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on notifications, man. We're on that 100K grind. We're uploading 2K19 content daily, so you guys definitely don't want to miss that. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.